Hey guys, it's Moo. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to actually show you what I do in my home gym. Growing up, I was always a chubby kid, even though I was active. That basically all changed once I started university, where I learned more about nutrition as well as how to actually lift weights. So, after many years of trial and error, this is what actually I ended up with. This is what I do on a very regular basis. Nowadays, I only do it maybe once a week or twice a week at most. But in the past, I would do it maybe three, four times a week, and that really showed a lot of that gave me a lot of progress very quickly. Nowadays, I'm just about more so maintaining my strength and just staying healthy in general. So, this is a program that is a variation of starting strength, which is a very famous workout routine. And if you want to check that out, you can get a lot more of the basics in terms of learning how to lift weights safely with their videos. I would highly suggest it if you haven't weightlifted before or if you think that your form might not be that great. So in terms of my workout in particular, though, I'm doing 3 sets of all my exercises and between 5 to 10 reps each time, depending on how heavy I decide to go on that day. The first exercise is always a squat. The second exercise is some sort of pushing motion, so that's going to be a bench press or a military press. The third is a pulling motion, so either pull-ups, a bent over row, or a deadlift. Lastly, I always do 21s, which is a variation of bicep curls. It was the favorite exercise of my high school teacher who had these massive biceps, so I've been copying him ever since. Essentially, it's just 7 half curls from all the way down to the middle, and then 7 from the middle to the top, and then 7 full range of motion. And then if you are interested, these are the accessories that I'm using in this video. My gloves, the squat pad that you'll see, the lifting belt you'll see, and the shoes I'm wearing. And then the home gym equipment that I got a few years back. Basically, I bought all of them from Walmart. It wasn't too expensive. I think it came to around $1,000 total with 400 pounds of weights from the company Cap, and then I had the set that included both a squat rack and a bench press. So that was pretty nice, and that's really all I needed to do all the exercises that I'm showing you here today. While I'm playing this video, I'll just give you some tips in terms of how to do things and some insight that I've learned over the years. So just starting off, we're gonna do my first warm-up set of squats here. I'm just showing you here that if I were to fail, I couldn't lift the weight back up, that these safety bars are set here for me at a height where I can comfortably just settle down this bar on top of these safety bars, and I don't have to worry about um, having the barbell fall over me and injuring myself. So this is how you can safely squat at home by yourself if you have a squat rack with safety bars, um, without a spotter essentially. Okay, so when I do my first warm-up set, I always do many reps. I usually aim for around 14 to 16 reps of just the bar. And always our goal is to squat down to at least past 90 degrees. So 90 degrees between the thigh and the calf. We should be able to create that angle. Um, Ideally, you go even lower, but um, it just depends on what you're looking for. All right, and then this is the next set, just another warm-up set. I usually go up by 25 pounds on each side, so 50 pounds total. And I'm just doing 8 reps here. And depending on how close you are to your actual weight for your sets, I might do more or less reps. Now we're doing one plate, which is 45 pounds. So this is 135 pounds total, and I'm just doing 5 reps here because I'm getting closer to my real weight. And another important point is um, that I am pushing through my heels. So when I'm going down, I'm making sure that I sit on my heels and not my toes, and that lets me push up really fast once I get to the bottom of my rep here. And then here is my actual weight. So I'm doing here 2 plates. So this is 225 pounds total. I used to do much more weight, but at this point in my life, I think this is plenty of weight just to keep my strength at a decent level. Yeah. So there's my first set. I'm trying to do 8 reps of this weight. If I were to go higher, then I would do maybe 5 reps. But I'm aiming to just do this lighter weight so that I can do a few more reps. This is my second set. Another thing that's important is your breathing. So at the top of my rep here, I take a deep breath in and then I hold it and I come back up and then I exhale at the top and then I take another deep breath when I go down again and I just repeat that process. That way, you can keep your core tight along with your breathing when you're doing the actual squat motion itself. All right. And I wear this squat pad because I don't want to uh, hurt basically my shoulders when I'm doing the squats because whenever you have a decent amount of weight, eventually it's going to hurt when you put the bar directly onto your skin or like one layer of clothing. I know some people are against this, but I don't really mind. I think it just is a lot more comfortable to do it this way. The belt helps stabilize my core because I don't want to hurt my back during this exercise. And I wear the gloves because one, it feels nice, and two, um, at this point, I don't really want to develop any more calluses while I'm lifting. I'm just there to stay strong and healthy. And you can see there, I was failing a little bit. My knees were going in and out a little bit. Ideally, you want to keep them completely straight there. So now we're moving on to bench press. So I'm not sure if you missed that, but I did the same thing just to check to make sure that the bar was at the right height for me. If I were to drop the bar all the way down to my chest and I couldn't lift it back up, I would just roll it in front of me towards my neck, and then the bar would sit comfortably on the 2 safety bars instead of on my body, and then I could just slide it out from the side so that I don't have to do the roll of shame, they call it, if you don't have the safety bars, where you roll the bar all the way down to your feet to get it off of you. So you don't have to do that, and you'll feel much safer when you're lifting by yourself. Again, I did the 14 reps of my initial, just the barbell itself, and then I went up to 25s on each side, and now that's 135. And then this is a little bit more controversial. I put the squat pad on when I'm doing my actual weight. Here is 185 pounds total. The reason why is because when you bring down the weight, the bar does hit your chest, even if you're being careful, to be honest. Um, and it just feels much better to have a soft pad hitting your chest instead of the hard metal dumbbell. So that's the only reason why I use it. Yes, you lose a little bit of range of motion, but to be honest, I think if you get your arms down to 90 degrees anyhow, I consider that full range of motion in any case. So I don't think I'm losing too much in terms of the actual range of motion aspect. Yeah, so this is my second set. This is a heavier weight for me, so I'm only doing 5 reps for each set instead of 8 like I did with the squats. My main point here is that I have to always tuck my elbows in. If I flare my elbows out more, that's how I've hurt my shoulders in the past. And yes, you end up using more triceps when you do this, but I think it's worth it in the long run for the safety of your shoulders. I also arch my back a little bit and I make sure that my feet are flat on the ground here. That's just, technically correct form. I'm not sure if it makes much of a difference in terms of, um, if you have your heels up or not. I think you can do that as well. This is just what I was taught, so I just kept on doing that from then on. The arching the back also helps you keep everything tight, including your scapula together. All right, so then the next exercise is the pulling exercise. Today we're doing pull-ups. So we're just doing 3 sets of as many as we can. So here I did 12. Um, they're not perfect, but it's just you just go until you can't do anymore. There's nothing to be worried about in terms of pull-ups because you're not holding any weights, just your own body weight. So um, you don't actually need a squat rack. You can just have any sort of pull-up bar, and that should be sufficient. Yeah. And then I usually change my grip each set so that I can, change the secondary muscle groups that I'm using during my pull-ups, just to make sure everything's well balanced there. All right, so here I'm showing a variation because one of my friends who I was working out with couldn't do a pull-up. So this is something that I learned to do to help me, uh, you know, progress towards doing pull-ups. So it's much easier than doing an actual pull-up, and it still works the same body part. So you can do that. Or this is the other exercise, which is the bent over row, which is just another back exercise. And finally, here we have the 21. So this is the bicep curls that I was talking about at the beginning. It is quite tiring because it's a lot of reps, but I truly believe in it. I've been doing this for many, many years, and I think it's one of the best bicep exercises that you can do. So I've been keeping at it for all these years. And then that's our whole workout. So that took a total of less than an hour, maybe 45 minutes total. And that was with working out with 2 other people. I do find having a partner is nice. It motivates you. There's another person to help you change the weights out. So it actually can be faster than working out by yourself. But even if you are working out by yourself, you can do it. And the most important thing is that you can do it safely. So um, try it out. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.